All right. What's up, everybody, and welcome to our Sunday night Forest Nation team call. Today, the 20th of August, 2017. How's everybody doing out there? Hope you're having a good week. So I want to get you guys, today's topic, we're going to talk a little bit about cold market prospecting and a little bit about closing or just, finishing the deal with somebody you're talking to. Now, the first thing I want to mention is when it comes to cold market prospecting, it's about starting the conversation. When you're out and about, if you're out at a restaurant, if you're out at the shopping mall, or you're out, the grocery store, it's about starting conversations with people and being open to meeting new people. So one of my goals I set for myself for this third quarter is to establish a habit of meeting at least one person every single day. And sometimes I make it to two people a day. It may be social media, it may be online, or maybe offline. But I think the more we get out of our comfort zone of just trying to do everything online and speak to people in person, the more you're able to learn how to communicate better with people. So one formula I want to use with you guys, I've heard it before, I may have shared it before, but if you have a pen and paper, you want to write this down. A compliment plus a question equals a conversation. I'll say it again. A compliment plus a question equals a conversation. Now, what does that mean? So let's just say, for example, you're out and about and you see somebody. Now, I'm a Mets fan. Some people here are not, but I'm a Mets fan. Let's say I'm out and about somewhere and I see somebody wearing a Met hat. And I say, hey, man, I see you're a Met fan. So am I. That's a cool hat. Where'd you get the hat from? So I'm eliciting a response from that person. And then so I'm just having a conversation. I'm meeting a friend. I'm meeting somebody new. Say, for example, you're in the grocery store and you're looking for that all-important organic, almond butter specialty thing that you're looking for. And you see somebody and they're picking up a certain type of almond butter. And you say, hey, that's have you tried that before? What's that about? And you ask them a question so you can start the conversation. It's about meeting the people, and it's about having conversation. Not necessarily for you to pitch them right away with what you have to offer them. It's to make a friend. And then before you move forward, is to gain their contact information. Before they go anywhere, get their contact information and find a creative way to keep in touch with them. Say, hey, listen, I got to run, but I'd love to keep in touch with you, share some recipe ideas or share some ideas or whatever the conversation is going, and find a way to connect with them again. And then when the time is right, offer what you have to offer them. Offer them a solution to whatever the problems that may arise. And later on, I'm going to help you with a couple of questions to help you with the closing. This is going to lead into the closing. Okay? Is that helpful? Did that help a little bit? Is that okay? Yes? Again, you're not, when you're meeting people online or off, it's for me, and I want to get into this too. For me, it's a little difficult to do online stuff. I'm much better in person. I have a better connection with people when I'm face to face with them. That just works for me. What I want to say is find what works for you. Everybody's going to work differently. Find which way works for you. I will recommend, however, that once you start a conversation or you meet somebody online, take it offline. Get them on the phone. Get them in a Zoom call like we're doing right now. Or if they're local, go buy them a meal at Panera Bread or Starbucks or whatever. Again, that's a business expense. You could save that receipt and write that off, right? So meet them somewhere face to face and do that. Find whatever works best for you. And I found over time what works best for me is meeting people in person. For Denise, what works best for her is getting on the phone. She taught me a trick the other day too, is sometimes when you're messaging back and forth with somebody on Facebook Messenger, surprise them. There's that little button there that says call me. You can hit the button and call them right then and there and have a conversation right on Facebook. If you're talking to them, say, hey, listen, I'd love to get you on the phone so we could talk about your goals or whatever. And they say, oh yeah, great, no problem, we can talk. And she'll hit the call button and they're surprised. Oh, wait, you mean right now? Like, oh, hello. Okay, I guess we're talking. So imagine how you can have a better communication with somebody when you're actually speaking to someone. Much better. Because I can't get my point across. I can't get my tonality across, and I can't get what I'm saying typing it out as opposed to talking to them. So really good idea to get somebody on the phone or in person or on the Zoom. Good? All right, moving forward. And again, this is a goal, guys, and this is another thing for you to write down, okay? Our goal is not to convince anybody. Our goal is not to shove everything that we have down their throat. Our goal is education and understanding. Our goal is to educate people on what we have to the point that they understand what we have and understand that what we have is a solution to their problems. Let them come to that decision. Let them realize that this is what they need. Okay? It's not for you to try to convince them or hey, we have the best thing. You know, it's you know where it's made from and all this stuff, all these facts. People don't remember facts. People don't care about facts. They really don't. You know, they want to know how it benefits them, and how you're going to tell them that is how it benefited you. And I'm going to get into closing right now and transition this into the closing. And I'm going to help you this in a second. I just had a meeting a little while ago with a prospect, and during that meeting, I spoke about other products. I spoke about other fitness programs, and I spoke about what Shakeology and these programs have done for me. He's somebody that responded to one of my Facebook posts, and he's local, and we met up. So I said to him, I'm asking him questions about things that he's done in the past, things that have worked for him, what has not worked for him. And I told him, I said, listen, I've tried other programs before. I've tried going to the gym. I was a CrossFit guy for a while. I tried it, and I didn't, for this reasons, I didn't like it. This didn't work for me. And what I found was when I was consistent with these programs, that's when I really started to see the results. And with the Shakeology, I asked him if he knew about Shakeology. And he said, I heard something about it, but I don't really know much about it. I go, well, the personal trainer who was working with you before, what are the things that he recommended to you? Oh, I was doing this. He was drinking that. I go, okay, well, those sound like good programs. And I've heard of those things before. That's pretty good. And listen, there's a ton of good things out there. There's a ton of good protein drinks, a lot of other good drinks out there. But I will tell you this, ever since I've been drinking Shakeology, I've had this benefit. I don't have these cravings anymore. I'm a chocoholic. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I like my sweets. And there's been many a call where Denise has made fun of me for having my oatmeal cookies and milk at night for a long time, right? So don't be afraid to be vulnerable with these people and tell them how you used to be and how, because you drink a Shakeology, you're curbing those cravings and you're not doing that anymore. So it's okay to say, like I said, be vulnerable. Not everything has to be 100% perfect. You're not painting rainbows with people. You want to be real with people. You know what I mean? And I'll tell them, I said, listen, I don't particularly like greenberry, and I don't care too much for the regular strawberry, but the other flavors I really do like. And my favorite is vegan chocolate and vegan vanilla or whatever. Don't be afraid to say, because not everything is going to be 100%. Not everybody's going to like every single product that we have. It's okay. You come off more real that way. I found anyway, in my opinion. When I sit with people across with them, I see in their eyes and their body language that they're like, all right, this guy's not just trying to sell me a bunch of crap. He's being real with me. So just a couple of things to think about. So I want to help you with, hold on one second. Let me just go over my notes 1 second. Is that okay? Was that helpful? Is that confusing a little bit? Is that all right? Yes, no? You guys all right? All right, very good. So again, what I was doing there and speaking to this guy is I was not afraid to speak about other programs. I was not afraid to speak about other products out there because with my story, and Doug, I share your story all the time. I use your story today too. I'm explaining to him why what we do is so much better. He told me that he had a personal trainer. He told me he was spending money. The guy was canceling sessions on him. And he wasn't going because he didn't really know what to do. What is that giving me? That's giving me, for lack of a better word, ammunition, giving me his reasons why he needs what we have. So I said to him at the end, I go, it sounds to me like you have a problem with time, like you have a problem knowing what to do with your fitness programs, and you have a problem with your nutrition. If there was a way that I could show you how to guarantee your results, okay, within 6 months to a year, would you be ready to get started? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's go. So I said to him, okay, this is why we work. This is what works for us. Three things. Number one, and you can get this anywhere. You can get a nutrition plan anywhere. You can go online and you can print out a nutrition plan that works for you. Sure, you can. That's easy. A fitness program, you can get that anywhere. You can go to any gym. You can figure out any fitness program. No big deal. That's nothing. But what we have that sets us apart is me and my team. What's different is that you're going to get accountability. You're going to get somebody who's going to be on your ass every single day. It's going to guarantee you're going to get to where you want to be. You're not going to get that anywhere else. I'm going to make sure you get to your goals, because when you tell me I want to lose 20 pounds, I'm going to call you at the end of the week. Hey, what'd you do this week? Okay. Did you slack? You know, what'd you eat today? What's your workout today? And he started laughing. He started, that's what I need. He's like, this is exactly what I need in my life. He told me that. So at that point, the closing is simple. It's all right, let's go, let's get going. Here's the sign up link. Let's go. And there's, so again, that's the way I do it. That's the way it works for me. It works when I'm in front of somebody, in front of a prospect person, one-on-one. That's the way it works for me. May or may not work for you. You got to figure out whatever works for you guys. But I'm just trying to give you the concepts of the questioning in the process is to have the posture. Because listen, everybody on this call has had success with these programs, whether it be the fitness programs or the Shakeology or the performance line or whatever. You've had success with it, and you know it freaking works. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So have that posture of knowing that, yeah, there's tons of stuff there. I'm not afraid of what's out there. I know mine is better because of this reason. You try to prove it's otherwise. That's the posture I'm going in with the call with. When people feel that energy and feel that posture, then they're going to want to join you. They're going to want to be with you. You know what I mean? So how was that? Good? Okay, moving forward. Last thing I want to cover. I'll tell you this, moving along really fast. Last thing I want to cover here is a couple of ways for you guys to actually open the mind of the person that you're talking to. Now, most of you have heard about the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, right? You know that your subconscious mind basically runs your life. The tiny little conscious mind is, it's the smart one. It's the one that's in the forefront of your thoughts. But your subconscious mind runs everything else. How do you explain the way you drive a car, or your heart beats, or your lungs, breathe air in and out of you? That's your subconscious mind just doing it for you automatically. Okay. So what we want to do with these certain questions is to speak to the subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind is the one that actually makes the decisions for you. And how do we do that? Well, we have to stop people in the tracks so they can actually listen to us. So a couple of questions I want to help you with are this. When you're speaking to people, let's say you're sitting down and having a meal with someone, you speak to the waiter and you're having a conversation with them. Write this question down. What are your two biggest blank problems? I don't see you writing. What are your two biggest blank problems? What does that mean? Okay. When it comes to you speaking to somebody, hey, what are your two biggest health and fitness problems? Oh, I don't have time to exercise. I got kids. I got 2 jobs. I got, I got the husband. I got to cook dinner. I got to do this. I got to do that. And now I'm going to teach you the next question. Are you ready? Would you like to do something about it? Would you like to do something about it? So what you're doing there is you're stopping people in their tracks, and you're asking them for the problems that they have in their life that you're going to help them with. What are your two biggest career problems? What are your two biggest problems with making money? What are your two biggest problems with staying consistent? What do you be creative. Figure out what works best for you. You can go on and on and on. Then your next question will be, would you like to do something about it? What are they going to say? If they say no, keep it moving. If they say yes, offer what you have. Well, hey, listen, it may not be a fit for you, may or may not be a fit for you, but I've been doing this for some X amount of years. I'd love to share it with you. And then continue the conversation like that. If they say, they have money issues, they need to make extra money, they need to pay their bills, whatever. Hey, I understand what you're saying. I felt the same way, but I found something that's been working for me and my family. I would love to share with you if you're open to hearing about it. Okay, great. You see, it's just a concept of, I'm asking them first, if I, would you? If I, would you? That's the number one question in network marketing, guys. If I, would you? Because you're getting their permission. First, you're opening their minds, you're getting the permission to share something, and then you share it. Again, going back to what I said in the beginning, education, understanding. Open their minds, see if they're open, okay? Ask for their problems, or for a solution to their problems, educate them on what we have, let them make a decision. If it's done properly, guys, you're not going to have any objections. Getting back to my story with the prospect today, he didn't even ask me how much it was. He was like, all right, let's go. Because I painted the picture, I painted the vision of what in 6 months to a year time, what he's going to be, where he's going to be, what he's going to look like, what he's going to feel like. I painted the vision for him. So that's our job, is to sit down with a prospect and speak to them about what's going on in their lives. And you paint the picture of their vision of where they want to be and how you and your products and your solution is going to help them get there. That's how we close people. That's how we, bring people aboard. Does that make sense? You guys get the concept? Cool. All right, guys. I think that was a lot to chew on for tonight. I know I went through that pretty fast, but I just, these are concepts that I want you guys to just, that has been working for me. And I know if you practice them and go over them in your mind, I know it's not going to be easy right away. But like I said in the beginning, find what works for you. But you got to try to get them offline. Getting people on the phone or in person or in a Zoom is definitely the best way. Right? And I know eventually Pete's going to help us out with that, because I know Pete's got some good stuff for over the phone, right? So my man Pete's going to come on. I'm going to ask him to help us out in next couple of team calls, help us out on how to really talk to people over the phone. He's really good with that. He's got a ton of experience with that, so we're going to lean on his experience for that. Cool. All right, I'm going to open up the lines. Anybody has any comments, questions, anything else they want to share? If not, we're going to...
Thank you.
Who's that? Who's
Janine.
What's up,
JB.
Janine? How are we doing, JB?
All right.
Good stuff. Welcome back. Anybody else? Anybody else? What's up, Jenny? Sorry I didn't get to see you this morning. Everybody else good? Any questions on what we covered today?
Nope.
All right, so we got those questions down. What are your two biggest problems? And would you like to do something about it?
Got it.
No questions at all? Come on, hit me with something. Give me something. All right, guys. All right, well, listen, hey, if that was clear enough, that's cool. If you want to get me offline, if you don't want to ask the question here in the group, that's cool. Hit me up in a text, call, whatever. And we'll do that. All right, guys? So a couple of things. Tomorrow's National Wake-Up Call. Who's that going to be on there? Jana Jackson, I think it is. Really good stuff she's going to share tomorrow. So if you can't catch the live call, make sure you catch the replay. Oh, yes. Prep week for diamond training, guys. Okay? Prep week for diamond training. So some of the stuff that I spoke to you about today with the cold market prospecting is going to be part of this new diamond training. Okay? So if you want to, now listen, one last thing I want to cover before we move forward. None of the leaders in this team or nobody else in this team can determine for you your desired level for this business. Remember, this is your business. You don't work for anybody but yourself. You don't work for me. You don't work for Denise. You don't work for Rebecca. Nobody. You work for you. And it's up to you to determine your desire of where you want to be with this business. If you're somebody who you're happy with getting your discounts and making a couple of extra $100 a month, hey, listen, live with that. Be happy with that. We love it. Give you a high five and it's good to go. Some people want to desire a little bit more. That's on you. If you want to desire to do more, we're here to help you. We're here to help you with wherever you want to be. So wherever you want to be with this business, that's with you. That's on you. And we're going to show you the way to do that if you want to be with us. If you want to run with us and you want to do more, then hey, listen, that's what these trainings are for. The diamond training, if you want to push your business forward, if you want to get forward and do what you need to do, let's get in that. Tomorrow starts, right? The prep week? Yeah, prep week starts tomorrow. You got to be Emerald. Yes. Got to be Emerald to get into that training for the diamond training. All right. So anything else? Did I cover everything? I think so. All right, guys. So let's have a monster week. Let's make it happen. Listen, Team Cup is still going on. All right. We got about 11 days left in Team Cup. Keep it going. Keep those conversations going. Keep following up with people and keep helping improve lives. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a good week. Take care.